What's up, everybody? Welcome to a holiday episode of Chrissy Chaos. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy early January 6th. We're bringing all the holidays. We got a red wine. We got Silver Oak red wine 2019. We got Vito's drinking some, even though he said he's willing to have a gout flare-up in the name of holiday season. We have a good episode for you today. It's just me solo. I asked Sam Morrill, I asked Mark Norman. They said they couldn't make it, but have no fear. The guests on Chrissy Chaos are going to get to another level because not only have we hired a booking person, AKA Jasmine, is going to start fucking DMing you pieces of shit and to get you into the podcast, but two, we are moving our podcast studio to Manhattan. We are going to be coming to you live from Manhattan every week. And when you're in Manhattan, you get more guests. This wine is not bad, right?
That's really good. It's really smooth. It's a dry.
It's a dry. Right? This wine is fantastic. I want to shout out James Baby Doll Dixon for this wine. If you don't know him, Google him. He's a legend.
Are you doing your LeBron decision right now?
I'm doing the LeBron decision. Here's the thing with me is when I go, I just go. And there's good things about that and there's bad things about that. Sometimes it's good to just not overthink something and just rip the Band-Aid off. And sometimes it's not. And I never know where I stand. But here's what I do know. Is I made a decision 2 years ago to move my family. I've talked about it on this podcast. I talked about it on Joe Rogan, which, by the way, Joe Rogan episode out right now. Myself and Hyenas Pappas. We think. The History Hyenas. We filmed an episode with Joe Rogan last week, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Giannis and I went down to Austin. Giannis filmed his comedy special down there, and him and I went on as the History Hyenas and did Joe Rogan show, and we thought it was going to come out the next day, as it always does, and we are sitting here 5 days later, and the episode has not dropped. So either you're watching it, you will see it today, or we will never be released. I don't know, but the episode was fire. But, I sold my house, okay? I did all that. And we've been kind of living in chaos the last couple of years, self-induced by me. And I've decided, I've been trying to save money. I've been trying to work hard for you guys and for my family. Just wanted to say I want to get my family out of this. And we have found a home, and we're going to be moving. And my family's very excited, and I'm very excited. And I feel like I now know. What I feel like is something I did, and maybe some parents out there can understand this, is I love my children so much, but the decision I feel like I made 2 years ago was thinking about me more than I was thinking about them, and it took me some time to just really feel this pain, to know that this decision that I'm making now is truly for them and not me. It is for them. And I mean, obviously some of it is, for me. We want to, Jasmine, I want to live in a nice home and all that stuff, but I just think like to finally settle my family. We were settled, and then I took it away from them, and now to settle them again is really like I feel happy about that, because I have felt like a selfish piece of shit for the past 2 years because of this move that we made. So I hope my family's happy, hope they're happy, and we'll see. And I also am, by the way, like I don't even know if I'm definitely getting this house. I just feel like I am. I'm doing that thing where like a woman finds out she's pregnant, she's 4 weeks in and she starts telling everyone she's having a baby. It's like anything can happen, asshole. But I'm doing that. I'm being that guy. And I'm not waiting until, like, I've already emailed the schools in the neighborhood that we're moving back to and be like, can you take my kids into school? So that's just how I am. And I don't think that that's a bad thing, but I just think it's a me thing, right?
I mean, I heard you on the phone making plans to acclimate your daughter to Staten Island, like right before we started.
That is true. I'm already on the phone with multiple principals from the schools that I'm looking at for them. So I do go hard or go home, and that's what it is. But listen, salud, okay? Happy holidays. Vito and I, we went out, me, Vito, Vito, baby teeth, John the father, and then Brian Lancelot. We all went out. That's Steve Ciccone Rice-A-Roni. We all went out. We had a beautiful meal at Bados. I'm wearing is this the right, is the Bados on this side or is it on the other side?
That's the Bados side.
This is the Bados side. Emilio Bados restaurant on Houston Street. I personally think the best Italian food in New York City. Gave us this beautiful Mets hat with the Bados stitching on the side. We had a fantastic meal. If you are looking for a place to go this holiday season, you are probably not going to be able to get in, but go to Emilio Bados on Houston Street in New York City. In my opinion, one of the best New York City red sauce joints. I would say the best Italian food. I love it. Great people, great vibes. Always a line around the block, but worth the wait. Unbelievable tiramisu. We had a great holiday dinner, drank wine, ate, and then Vito and I don't know if Vito, I'm about to tell you this, do you know that you escaped? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Did you go out?
No. You escaped. We went to a dinner. Me, you, John the Father, Brian Lancelot, and Steve Ciccone Rice-A-Roni.
Yeah.
There is, around the Northeast United States right now, may even be in other states, but it's all over the news in the Northeast, a ravaging gastrointestinal norovirus going around. I mean, ravaging people. Diarrhea, vomit, you name it. This norovirus destroys you. At that dinner, Steve Ciccone Rice-A-Roni and Brian Lancelot both caught it, went down, vomiting, diarrhea like you can't imagine. Brian Morton, who has beautiful long hair like Lancelot, puking in his hair. He shit on his floor. Steve Ciccone Rice-A-Roni puked all over his laptop.
No.
Me, you, and John the Father escaped. How did we escape? Do you know how we escaped?
By not taking leftovers?
By not taking leftovers, one, but by what? Reading the Case for Christ. Me, you, and John are firm believers in the Case for Christ. We've spoke about Case for Christ, and we have the power of Jesus Christ amongst us. And we were shielded. Where Steve Ciccone Rice-A-Roni and Brian Lancelot have rejected the Case for Christ and have rejected Jesus in their lives. And guess what? The norovirus got into them and did not get into us. Let's give a round of applause for Jesus Christ, everybody. Thank you, Jesus. You're my boy. Happy birthday, by the way. Happy birthday coming up. Jesus got a big birthday coming up. What is he? This big 2024.
2024 plus 33, right?
So 2000. So Jesus is turning 2057.
But wait, weren't
right? 24 plus 33, 57.
Yeah.
Happy 2057th birthday to my man JC.
You did not. You were pretty astonished by Brian Morton ordering food to go.
Here's the thing, okay? You go to a place like Bados, these people, real deal Italians, they do not understand. They didn't even know what that meant. When Brian says, "Can I get a meal to go?" They said, "What?" He said, "Yeah, can I get the cacio e pepe to go?" They come out with a wonton soup cup that they probably found in a back alley at the Chinese food next door. They dump that out and they put cacio e pepe in the wonton soup cup. The guy, Emilio, who's a great guy, the brothers, Emilio, Mario, and Anthony, shout them all out. Shout out the Bellato brothers, great kids. The Vitolo brothers, I should say. Sorry. Go check out Vitolo's down in Florida. That's their other restaurant. That's what this is on this hat. Great kids. Emilio goes, "You got food to go?" I said, as I was leaving, he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "What the fuck's the matter with you?" And I get it. They couldn't understand. They said, "What is this, a fucking Olive Garden? You're getting food to go? You either eat the food or that's it. I'm not giving it to you to go like an asshole." Old school places like that, they just don't do food to go. They don't do food to go and they don't do credit cards. That's how they roll.
Yeah. And they don't like when you share.
No, they don't want that.
They don't want two guys sharing on one plate.
Yeah, they don't want that. And they also don't want, and I respect this, they also don't want you ordering off the menu. They're like, "We'll tell you what we have and what you can eat, fuckface." What do you mean you're going to look at the menu and tell me what you want? I'll tell you what you want, you piece of shit.
And you got yelled at when we walked in.
I got yelled at by the father, which I always do. I got yelled at. I said, "Hey, because it's a whole process there, man. I'm telling you, go to Emilio Bados on Houston Street, one of the best Italian restaurants I think the best Italian restaurant in New York City. I love their food. It's fun. The father's out there, he's old school kind of guy, great guy, but he's bravado, he's old school New York. And I come in and Mario, always gets me the reservations there, really takes care of me. Shout out Mario, great guy. Shout out to DSNY. So he always says, "Hey, text me, I'll take care of you," which he always does. Beautiful man. And he goes, so I see the father and I said, "Oh, hey, Mario sent me. I think there's a table for 5." And he's like, "Who the fuck is Mario?" "What do you mean fucking Mario?" I was like, "Your son?" Your son's name is Mario? And then it goes, get in the back. And then they had a table set up in the back. And I got fully yelled at in front of a crowded restaurant of people. But I got to be honest with you. To me, it's all part of the show and all part of the fun. And I actually enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that. I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed the company there. I enjoy the real New York energy of it all. It's like, you know what? Even if he fucking punched me in the face and threw me through a wall, I would be like, this is great. This is part of the experience. You know, if he told me I'm a piece of dog shit, I wouldn't even care if he spit in my food. It's just part of the experience.
I was getting hugged by Mario a lot.
Yes, Mario's a hugger. Our good friend Mario Vitolo, great dude. I believe the whole family owns the restaurant. I'm not exact. Yeah. Great hugger. Kid loves to hug, and he lost a lot of weight. He looks good. Yeah. It's very difficult to lose weight owning an Italian restaurant, and he did it.
Yeah, I like. They all dress really well. They're all like.
They're put together, man.
They play the part.
They play the part, and the lot you. Not only can you get in, you can't. Not only can you not get in, you also can't get out. Once you're in the restaurant, the door is locked. You can't just open the door. Somebody from the waitstaff has to come and let you out of the restaurant. So that's what I love. You've never seen it before. Great. If you ever go, take my advice. It's a dish they have that's off the menu. It's called the Chicken Antonio. Get the Chicken Antonio. It's beautiful. Chicken parm, vodka sauce, prosciutto.
Fried prosciutto on the top.
Fried prosciutto, beautiful. And Vito alerted me to the fact that when I speak to those guys, my accent changes, right? What happens?
You code switch. You go hardcore Italian voice when you start talking to guys.
Now, does that mean I'm not trustworthy, or am I just Chrissy Chameleon? Like, tell me, how does that make you feel when I do that?
I don't know. I mean, if you go back and you listen to some episodes with people of different ethnicities we've had on, you definitely tend to adapt to your situation.
Yeah, I adapt to my situation. Just listen to me and Miss Pat. You know what I mean? Go, you fucking crazy. Y'all crazy. Y'all.
I got an uncle who will, when he meets people who talk in an accent,
right?
He thinks talking back in the accent will help them understand.
Yeah, because by the way, I'm doing it subconsciously. I'm not actively trying to gain points with someone by sounding like them. My brain, I mimic.
No, it's just you. It just comes natural to you. My uncle will talk to a guy at a Chinese restaurant, and when they're not speaking the same, he will just do a Chinese accent, thinking it'll help him.
Like he'll say, "Hello, wait, hold on. We would like two chicken abroad. And we would like a Diana Cole. Wait, hold on. We would want a pork fried Chinese. Is that good?
That was perfect.
Or was that a Japanese?
That sounded more Japanese.
Japanese, I want a sushi. I want a Shohei Ohtani.
Yo, have you seen this Kim Kardashian music video?
No, but Jasmine's upstairs, so yeah.
Santa Baby.
Whoa. She is like a fucking smoke show. I can't believe I know a person who has had sex with her.
Oh, Pete.
Pete. Whoa. Look at that. What is the point of this video?
No idea. Just dropped today. We can't play the music because we'll get copyright.
Who the hell is that's me? What is the point of this?
I think Travis Barker produced a Santa Baby cover and she's in it.
Everyone's doing Santa Baby now. Sabrina Carpenter. I watched the Sabrina Carpenter one on Netflix. I like that.
I did too. I enjoyed that.
I watched that once cause my daughter's a huge Sabrina Carpenter fan, so I watched it once with the family and then once late night.
Which one did you enjoy more?
Late night.
Do you think they'll
She's too young. She's beautiful, but she kind of looks like. I'm 40 years old, so I'm much older than her. She's a beautiful girl, but she's a little kid.
I genuinely enjoy her music, but I'm not there's a disconnect for me because she looks like a little kid.
Yeah, I was obviously a kid. I didn't watch it late. I
don't have to backtrack.
Well, no, I watch it late night, but I watch it late night for the guys.
Nice.
There was guys in it that had no shirts on. No, yes, she's a little. I will say though, I went to see her at the Garden. I went with my family because again, my daughter's a big fan. Unbelievable performer, really extremely talented girl.
How do you feel about people who don't like parents bringing their kids to see her because of the sex?
For me, it's like if you're, I'm my kid's parents, so leave it up to me. If I think it's okay, guess what? It's okay because if it's not okay to you. then that's your parenting style. That's not how I roll. If I say it's okay for my daughter to see Sabrina Carpenter, then it's okay for my daughter to see Sabrina Carpenter. Okay? That's how I roll. I'm drunk on this podcast right now, and
you had half a glass of wine.
Yeah, but the way that it mixes with my blood pressure medicine, I get kind of zooted. Okay, and we're gonna go in it for a little bit more. You want a little top off?
Yeah, I'll do a little more.
Look at, dude, Vito's gonna be drunk driving the Nissan Rogue. Here we go. Look at this, folks. Honestly, this might be one of the best bottles of wine I ever had. Silver Oak 2019 Cabernet Sauvignon. Cab Sauv. I'm only recently getting into red wine. And I do feel like I am becoming a bit of a wino.
Okay.
I've been drinking wine. I told Jasmine actually this, and this is actually concerning to me because I'm not a drinker like that.
No, you're not.
15 days in a row, folks. 15 days in a row, I've had at least one sip of alcohol from whether it be a beer, wine, or, hard liquor. So what's the issue with that? Is that just holiday season? Is this the beginnings of alcoholism?
That's just holiday season. I think you had a streak like this back in November too, right? Because I think you had this exact same conversation with me and John where you were like, I think I'm becoming an alcoholic. And
okay, so that's not good then because it's mid-December. So I'm saying it's 15 days. And
yeah, having a sip of wine one day, like having a problem means you're getting like sloshed.
No, I haven't been getting sloshed, but I have had alcohol almost every day, I guess since November, and it is mid-December. So maybe it's up to 40 days. Is that an issue?
Yeah, we're on December 22nd right now. 23rd, yeah, December 23rd.
I've only gotten drunk out of those days, like actually felt drunk today and like 2 other times, maybe 3.
And right now you're saying you feel drunk.
I feel buzzed, but I've only but this is having multiple glasses. Like even what I just drank.
I mean, that's a big pour.
No, what I'll have at dinner is I'll have half this and I'll have one.
Yeah.
And then I have a little tequila. Is it a problem? Number one, 2 questions. Do you think it's an issue? And 2, is my face getting fatter? Am I getting a bit of fat face or do I still look trim?
You still look trim. You look good.
Thank you, sir.
Also, how about all the people in the comments last week after you went off on people?
Yeah.
Everybody being like, I actually liked the diner episode.
See? Thank you, folks. Jasmine. Jazz.
She's upstairs.
Oh, Jasmine is Violet. My daughter said Jasmine is sleeping. You called your mom Jasmine? I love you, honey. I love my children. I love my family. Are you ready to move or you don't want to move houses? Do you want to move and go to a new school? Yay. Did you pick up my daughter's cat sounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you ment me personally.
Do you think this move is good for me and will I be okay? What do you think? What's your gut?
I don't know anymore, man. I thought you were going to be okay here.
Am I the problem and I just can't find, I can't settle, I can't commit.
Yeah, I mean, you moved here and you were happy. And even when you first moved here, you were like, this is great. I love it here. You were like, I can go out. I can see people. I'm so close to the city. You were like, for the first few months, you were thrilled. And then out of nowhere, one day you told me you didn't like it anymore and you wanted to move.
Right.
And then every day since you've told me you hate it.
So I'm good at convincing myself of what I want to be convinced of.
I don't think you hated it here until you decided you wanted to move.
But the house that I showed you is beautiful.
It is.
And it's good for the kids.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, folks. Did you know that there's a nutrition plan that doesn't just help you lose weight, but actually has been shown to lower your biological age score? Did you freaking know that? Well, now you do, okay? And here's the thing. I don't want you to forget it because you know what it's called? Prolon. Prolon by L Nutra, okay? L Nutra, Prolon. And if you don't use Prolon, do you know what the L in L Nutra stands for? Loser. You don't want to be a loser. So use Prolon by L Nutra. And here's the craziest part. It's a fast that includes food. Bang! A fast that includes food. You thought a fast meant you don't need food. Well, Prolon's changing that. You can eat food and you're still fasting. Full disclosure, I've always been afraid of a diet with fasting. You know, fasting has become a part of my life over the last couple of years, but I was always scared. I really was. I was like, how am I not going to eat for all these hours? But with Prolon by L Nutra, I don't worry about that, about how am I going to eat, because I get to eat, but yet I'm still fasting. Prolon's 5-day program, snacks, soups, and beverages, all designed to keep your body in a fasting state. It's unlike anything you've ever experienced, okay? And you know me, I've experienced a lot. Right now, Prolon is offering Chrissy Chaos listeners 15% off their 5-day nutrition program. Go to prolonlife.com/chaos. That's PROLONLIFE.com/chaos for this special offer. That's prolonlife.com/chaos. PROLONLIFE.com/chaos. 15% off the 5-day nutrition program. Tell them we sent you. Baby, I'm going to Florida this weekend, December 28th, 29th, and 31st, New Year's Eve. I will be at the Miami Improv down there in Miami, Florida. Come see your boy, ChrisDComedy.com, December 28th, 29th, and December 31st. Ring in the new year with me, ChrisDComedy.com. Then I got shows actually in New York at the Village Underground, January 8th, January 15th, and January 20th at 6 p.m. at the Village Underground Comedy Cellar, working on new material. So if you want to see me in New York City, come see me there, because then I'm not going to be in New York City until September, because I got a big show announcement. January 18th, the History Hyenas live podcast at Lincoln Theater in Washington, D.C., 2 days before the inauguration. So come down, inaugurate in the new president, and laugh with us. January 18th, Washington, D.C., the first live History Hyenas podcast in 5 years. February 14th, 15th, Cobb's Comedy Club, San Francisco. Have a Valentine's Day with me, hun. Have a Valentine's Day with me, February 14th, 15th. Then we got March 14th, Tampa, Florida, at the Tampa Theater. Chrissy Theaters is back. March 14th, Tampa Theater. Tampa Tony will be there. March 15th, Plaza Live, Orlando, Florida. Then I'm going to go to Disney World. March 15th, Orlando, Florida. And March 30th, Providence, Rhode Island, at the Vets Memorial Auditorium, Providence, Rhode Island. All tickets, ChrisDComedy.com. I love you. Let me just be honest with you where I'm at as a person right now. I had some big changes in my life recently come up. Little nervous, okay? Here's the thing. I'm nervous about some decisions that I made and some upcoming things in my life. I'm very nervous about it. But there's an excitement in the nervousness. There's an excitement in saying, you know what? You're going to get out of your comfort zone here, okay? You're going to go for something. You're going to go for something that's outside of your comfort zone, and you're going to fucking try, dude. I feel excited about that, but I feel nervous because if it doesn't work out, I'm going to really be in trouble.
Yeah.
But I feel excited about the chance.
You know how they say 3 strikes you're out?
Yeah.
You're going into like the 4th inning.
Dude, I've struck out twice, and yeah.
No, I mean, you've struck out like 7 times. Like,
yeah.
Like we're halfway through this game at this point.
Yeah, like MLB has changed the rules for me. They've allowed me to take more pitches.
Wait, so we think Rogan might have come out today?
I'm pretty sure Joe Rogan has come out today, but I have to be completely honest with you, I don't know. But this is what I want to say. I'm really happy doing History Hyenas again, because I just enjoy it. I just enjoy it's just funny. A very funny version of me that I like comes out with Hyenas.
I agree.
I'm not comparing us to this like as if to say we have that prowess. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying as a comparison, we're like Stockton and Malone. He throws me the alley-oops, John Stockton, and then I'm Karl Malone, and I dunk the jokes and have sex with 14-year-old girls and impregnate them.
As somebody who loved Hyenas, like on the original run,
right?
Like I totally agree with you, and I understand why you like doing the podcast, and you guys bring something out in each other, and you're like your inflection kind of vibes off each other, and the episodes are great. I hurt your feelings at dinner.
You hurt my feelings at dinner. Oh yeah, yes. Let me say. Vito, who has just told you that he was a big History Hyenas fan. He's, a good friend of mine now. We've been working together for, it's got to be coming up on 2 years. We've known each other for close to 10. He's a big comedy fan in the comedy world. History Hyenas has been back for 2.5 months. He hasn't listened to a single second of the new show. The Second Reich, as we call it. And that, after I literally fucking took this guy out for a Christmas dinner, gave this guy a Christmas bonus, he's like, by the way, here's a picture of my open asshole that says, I don't listen to History Hyenas, bitch.
I felt, dude, the look you gave me when I told you I didn't listen.
Yeah.
I felt awful.
Dude,
I listened the next day.
You were like, what'd you think of it?
It's good. It's really good. It's back. It doesn't
Do
feel
you
like...
think it's like, do you think we're missing a step from the first time?
No, it doesn't feel like two guys trying to like recapture what they used to have. Like you guys, like the natural lingo is coming up. Like I was enjoying, and as somebody who knows you, I was even enjoying it more because like you guys talking about For the Table, like I've always been amazed by the way you order food.
Right.
Like it is insane. And like coming up with that, like that whole concept of like the way Chris orders food is so insane, like just calling everything for the table.
Yeah, calling like hot guys and hot girls for the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you do order food that is not meant to be shared by 4 people.
Yeah, like I'll order I ordered cacio e pepe for the table.
You ordered, we didn't get our own entrees. We got there and you were like, how about we all just share food?
Dude, I ordered fish for the table. Didn't I order what I ordered?
Branzino.
A branzino for the table. Ordered a branzino for the table, a cacio e pepe for the table. What else did I order for the table? The chicken Antonio for the table.
Chicken Antonio, seafood pasta.
Yeah. I ordered entrees for the table. I do not order appetizers for the table.
No, and then it's just a bunch of dudes like digging into pasta together.
Yeah. The other day, me, Jazz, and our friends went out, and I ordered a chicken parm hero for the table as an appetizer.
Parm hero?
Yeah, and I asked the guy to cut it in 6 pieces. Isn't that wild?
That's crazy.
But is it fun to go out with? Is it fun?
Yeah, no, going out with you was a blast.
But but the problem is I eat like that every day, and I can't do that.
Yeah.
So what's the issue? Is that why I have high cholesterol and blood pressure?
I don't think it's bad because what you do, I've noticed what you do. You order a lot of food, but you only have like a bite or two.
Yeah.
Like you sit back and you let the other people eat. What
I enjoy is I really do enjoy seeing other people happy and having a part in trying to make other people happy. I enjoy that. I just do. I like to see other people happy. And I think because of having kids now, I'm very comfortable with like it not being about me at all and me being in 5th place in my own life. I'm very comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Dude, my Hulu special's coming out in February, and I got to be honest with you, because of the way they colored it, I look kind of fucking hot. Dude.
Chris History Month.
Chrissy History Month. They gave me February Black History Month, which is now known as Chrissy History Month. I kind of look kind of cute.
You look cute that night.
I did look cute that
night.
I look cute that night. My hair is much longer now.
Yeah.
So, but I'm thinking I might cut it again because I just felt cute. I felt cute, might delete on Hulu. Felt cute, might delete on Hulu. My hair's starting to grow out in the back and like kind of get, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you want that. That's what you wanted. You said you wanted
like
that.
baseball player. What do you think? Is it growing in nice now?
I like it, dude. I think you should keep going.
Yeah?
It's the winter. You don't need, like, you're going to.
And my face is not fat.
No.
I think I thought I had a fat face. Shout out Bados, everybody. Shout out Bados, Vitolo, Fort Lauderdale, Bados, Vitolo, Bados, Vitola. Also, shout out, I want to say Bados is the best restaurant. You ready for this? I'm gonna go. You didn't even ask for this. I'm going the 5 best restaurants in all 5 boroughs. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Let me put the hat on front for this. 5 best restaurants. Does it look good in the front, or
yeah,
you don't love it in the front?
And up front, you look like an undercover cop. Backward, you look like a fuckboy. So it's whatever
Fuck,
choice.
and then what about hair like this? What do I look like?
You look just like a cool kid, like a cool cat.
Cool, dude. Remember when I went through a phase where I was calling everyone a cool cat?
It was a week.
It was a week. I do go through phases.
But you announced them. You texted me. You said you called somebody a cool cat, and then you said, by the way, I'm going to be calling people cats for the next few months. I really like it.
Yeah, it's just how I roll.
Because you met somebody who was calling people cats.
Who was calling everyone a cool cat?
Was it when you were in? It was one of the cities you were on the road in.
It was like, that's a cool cat. That's my kind of cat. I forgot. Somebody was calling everybody a cool cat. Okay, so you ready for this? Manhattan, Bados, Houston Street. Okay, Staten Island, Don Cheech on Bay Street in Staten Island. Don Cheech. You ready for this? Not only do they have amazing Italian food, your classic Italian dishes, classic Italian desserts, great wine, great pasta. You know what they have that is out of control good? You ready for this? Which you do not ever expect this from an Italian restaurant? Salmon. Don Cheech's salmon on Staten Island on Bay Street is next level. Don Cheech. I love this place. Don Cheech, Staten Island. Bados, New York City. Manhattan. Queens. Ready for this one? Queens, I'm going to say it's a tie between my local pizzeria and Italian restaurant, Joe and John's. I love Joe and John's. I can't even front. It's my favorite food. But it's an actual tie between Joe and John's and Barossa's. Barossa's on Woodhaven Boulevard. Unbelievable. Go get the stuffed pepper. They have a stuffed pepper there that they put like sausage in and like cheese. Dude, Barossa's on Woodhaven Boulevard. Unbelievable. Okay, so we got Queens, Barossa's, and Joe and John's. We got Staten Island, Don Cheech. We got Barossa's. I'm sorry,
Queens.
We got Bados. I'm drunk. We got Bados in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
So Brooklyn. We need Brooklyn in the Bronx.
Okay, Brooklyn, obviously it's Lucali's. There's no debating that Lucali's is the best pizza and Italian food, but they only do pizza and calzones, but it's not debatable.
Is this a fucking pizza list or a restaurant
That's
list?
the thing. It's not debatable how good it is. It's not. The thing is, for me, when I say good Italian restaurant, the truth is I can only go Italian food. It's just what I mean. Let's be honest, folks. And I'm just going to be fully honest with you. I respect other countries' cuisines, just like I respect other countries and other states. The truth is, nobody matters and nobody cares unless it's Italian food in New York City.
You only get Italian. You really, when we're looking for a place to eat, most of the time you're going to lean Italian.
Dude, it's just nobody really cares if it's not in New York and it's not Italian. It's just, I know people play pretend like, oh, there's a good restaurant in Baltimore. It's like, okay, fine. Everything's just being compared to Italian New York food. By the way, there is a great restaurant in Baltimore, an Italian restaurant that Stavros sent me to that was fantastic, and it was awesome food. But it's like...
You got to know people if you're going to go somewhere. Like Jimmy Kimmel brought you to like good places in like LA and Vegas.
Oh, dude, the pizza, the Italian food and pizza in Phoenix at Pizzeria Bianco in Phoenix, some of the best pizza you'll ever have in your life. Good luck getting in. You got to know people to get in because the lines around the block because the food's fantastic. But New York City, let's be honest, every other restaurant I just mentioned, they're only good because the people came from New York City. The people own Pizzeria Bianco from New York. It's what it is. Brooklyn, Lucali's, okay? But I understand what you're saying. If we're talking about restaurants and we want to open it up a little bit more, all right?
You can say Italian, but you're just saying pizza places right now.
Joe and John's has more than pizza. They make pasta, they make garlic knots, they make spinach rolls.
That's mostly pizzerias. That's what they serve.
Okay. Barossa does a whole array of. I just told you they have stuffed sausage and peppers, or stuffed peppers.
Stuffed clams. You said. I thought.
Yeah, and then the owner. One time I was there, and the owner said he didn't say, "Can you take a picture with my daughter?" He said, "You're going to take a picture with my fucking daughter." I've never heard that from somebody before. He didn't form it as a question. He formed it as a statement. So I just took a picture with his daughter, and that was fun. And it was a great meal.
Bronx.
Okay, but wait, there's more. Because Lucali's is amazing in Brooklyn, but I also got to give another shout out to this place. Is not a restaurant, but we're just talking about food. I didn't say restaurant, I said best food. Or if I did say best restaurant, then just edit it out and make me in AI say that I said best food. Anthony and Son Panini Shop on Graham Avenue. I want to say that's Williamsburg. Unbelievable food. They got a sandwich there, chicken cutlet, vodka sauce, mozzarella sticks. Okay? They have an ice cream cappuccino that they give you that's next level. Anthony and Son Panini Shop, the kid Sabino, who run New York Nico, all those growing up Italian. You know that podcast? That's where they used to do it out of there. I'm not sure they do it out of there anymore, but that's basically.
Oh, that's the shop that they record the show in?
Anthony and Son Panini Shop. That is worth. Fuck, I just touched an elf.
You're allowed to.
No, but the rules, you cannot touch these elves.
No, I thought you can, the kids can't.
No, I can't because I move them.
No, I know.
But if the kids touch the elf,
they told
We're
me
fucked.
They told me that you can touch it.
I can touch it.
Yeah, because
I touch it, dude. I bring that thing into the sauna. That's why it's always sticky in the morning.
She accused me of touching one.
Yeah.
And I said I didn't. And she was like, but it's okay. You can touch it. The adults are fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I told her that one of them burned somebody on the train.
Yeah. Well, I heard my daughter say the other day to my stepson, Tristan, who's 14, she goes, he was talking about how, like, he was getting yelled at. He gets yelled at every day. Every day his mom yelled. I mean, he's a 14-year-old boy. They just get, that's just like, the most times I've ever been yelled at in my life has been by my mom when I was 14.
Because all you want to do is lock the door and get to work.
That's it, baby. That's all. I'm just literally, that's what I'm putting it, where each kid is going to get something in their stocking. I'm going to put a little Claire earrings and Delilah's, a little chocolate bar and Violet's, and I'm going to put a tub of Vaseline in Tristan's because I just know what's up. So, but she said to him the other day, my daughter, he was acting whatever, and she was like, oh, because Jasmine was like, you think you're a man, Tristan, like, you're acting like a man, talking back to me. Go to your room. You're like a little kid, whatever. She was, and then Delilah goes, yeah, you think you're a man? You can't even move the elves. Only a man can touch the elves. And we were like, hey, you shut your mouth. She was like, if you were a man, you could touch the elf. So that's, to my daughters, that's how they designate adults.
Dude, she was telling me the things that the elves have gotten into this year.
Dude, they've been wild this year.
She told me they wrecked the tree.
Dude, they threw toilet paper all over the Christmas tree.
She told me they threw toilet paper all over the Christmas tree. They threw ornaments all over the place.
Yep.
They were swinging on the fan one day, they said.
Yep. One of them tweeted the N-word.
No!
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my God. Which one? Who's that? Oh.
This one, dude, he's a motherfucker.
Which one convinced you to move back to Staten Island?
This girl, she's she showed me that ass. This one is a fat ass, bro. But dude, these elves are, you gotta fucking, dude, and there's a lot of times where it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and Jazz will wake up and go, oh fuck. She'll go, shit. I'll say, what happened? She'll go, we didn't move the elves. And I'm like, fuck. And then so one of us has to go down, usually her, because I'm scared of the dark. And
you have the night vision goggles, though.
That's true. That's true. Bro, my new house, I'm going to need them. I'm going to need night vision goggles.
You going to get a gun?
I have to get a gun. I'm going to have to get a gun.
I'm so nervous.
There's Japanese knotweed on the property. How do we get, if you're a landscaper out there, tell me, before I sign this contract, is Japanese knotweed a big problem? And if you're a fan of the show, can you help me with Japanese knotweed?
Dude, I got a message from a fan.
Tell me.
All right.
Tell me.
I got to pull it up. I meant to send it to you.
All right.
Because this is an offer.
We got an offer?
We got a wild offer of something that
love it.
I did not expect somebody.
I need offers right now. I have no money.
Dude, you're fucked, man. The Bills.
Buffalo Bill, dude, I might honestly have to back out of this. I might have to have a lawyer reach out to John. I don't know that I can afford this.
You did this.
I did do this. Should I just go with him though and just like try to do a show around it or something?
That would be smart. I mean, the Super Bowl's in New Orleans, right?
Try to like recoup the money somehow.
Dude, if you did a show in New Orleans and you literally called it, if you did a live show in New Orleans, you can do stand-up, but also like have an aspect of it that's a meet and greet called the I promised my producer I'd send it to the Super Bowl show.
Yeah. Like a pop-up last minute. Like just get me a guarantee. Yeah, just let me do this.
So I can't find it, but basically somebody, oh, here it is. Hey, Vito, just saw the latest episode of Chrissy Chaos Pod. If Hyenas, Chrissy D, and you want to do an episode down here in Charlottesville, I can put y'all up in a hotel. I'm currently living in Monk's Corner, South Carolina, about 45 minutes northwest of Charleston.
My daughter, you fucking retard.
My daughter is living on Long Island with my ex, and I visit her 1 weekend a month. So I have a ton of Marriott Bonvoy points also.
Hell yeah. So let's take him up on it.
He's saying he'll put us up at a Marriott, I guess.
In Charleston.
Yeah.
Ask him what's the drive from Charleston to New Orleans, because maybe I can get away with it by putting John in that hotel and save on that. Oh no, but I already told John a 50-mile radius,
Yeah,
right?
but let's see how.
You know what? John should hope that I'm the one that goes, because then we'll stay in an. I'll try to fucking use my points to get us in a nice hotel. I just have points.
You already promised him points.
Shit. What's the best bet? Should I just book the hotels and flights now before it gets crazy?
No, but then if the Super Bowl's happening regardless.
So the flights and hotels are the same price.
Yeah, they're going to be the same no matter what. It's a 14-hour drive from Charleston, Virginia to
Charleston, no, South Carolina.
Oh, Charleston, South Carolina.
Imagine he's talking about like Charleston, West Virginia, Charleston, West Virginia. Charleston is the capital of West Virginia.
It's 11. It's 11 hours.
Okay.
And I think you said 50 miles. This is 762.
Yeah. So then what is? Can you ask ChatGPT what's the rough cost of Super Bowl tickets in New Orleans? How much is it going to cost me? Flight, hotel, two Super Bowl tickets, Super Bowl 2025, New Orleans, Louisiana. Dude, I've been talking to ChatGPT like it's my baby mama.
Do you remember AOL Instant Messenger?
Yeah.
Do you remember Smarter Child?
No.
It was like one of the first chatbots that you would talk to that would just give you like generic replies. Okay, so I'm at ChatGPT.
Dude, by the way, this is ChatGPT 101. Like, the things that ChatGPT and AI is going to be able to do in the next 2 to 3 years is going to be mind-blowing. But I did ask ChatGPT, will comedians become irrelevant? And ChatGPT said no, because human nuance has not been figured out yet by AI.
Any class you want on the plane, just regular?
Let's just say generic, because I can't fucking buy this house I'm trying to buy and also get John a first-class plane ticket. 2 plane tickets. Let's see. Tickets. All right, ChatGPT, serving it up. Planning a trip from Queens, New York.
I didn't even put in Queens, New York.
That's wild. Okay. $15,000? $15,000?
You promised John $15,000.
How do we sabotage the Bills right now?
Or, you know what you should do? You should call John right now, and maybe you could offer him a buyout. Like this is like a sports betting website.
Let's call him out. Okay.
Call him.
Because he was at the game yesterday.
He was, but before you call him, you got to come up. What's your buyout going to be?
$8,000?
Don't, dude, he's going to take the $8,000. Don't offer him $8,000. I think you could go lower.
$3,000?
I bet you, if you said to him $2,000 right now, no Super Bowl on the table.
All right, here we go. Calling John the Father Grady, who was at the Buffalo Bills game last night.
Sitting on the 50-yard line because his dad's a ticket snob.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Chris?
JG, what's up? You're live on the Chrissy Chaos podcast.
Yeah, what's up?
This is John Grady, everyone. John the Father Grady, who
the
was
loudest he's ever spoken on the podcast.
Loudest he's ever spoken on the podcast. He was at the Buffalo Bills game last night, freezing his nuts off. They won by the skin of their teeth against the New England Patriots. Sitting at the 50-yard line with goggles on because his dad's a ticket snob. We have an offer for you on the table. You ready for this?
Let me hear it.
How about this? You know, we had a bet that the Buffalo Bills were going to go to the Super Bowl. And I said, if they go to the Super Bowl, I was going to pay for you. I was going to get you 2 Super Bowl tickets plus round trip airfare plus a hotel within a 50-mile radius. Do you recall me saying this? Okay.
Yes, of course. Yep.
What we are prepared to offer you right now here on the Chrissy Chaos show is a buyout of that bet for, you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
$1,750. It's $1,750 right now. You're bought out. I'm bought out of that bet. You get $1,750 Venmo to you right now, and I am out of that bet.
I don't know. I decline.
Wow! This kid just declined. So you are declining my buyout offer.
Yeah, I believe.
Are you gonna tell him how much you just found out it's
Yes,
worth?
because we just chat GPT'd it, my friend, and this is looking like a $15,000 all-in fucking extravaganza, folks. And
I mean, you know, they got a long way to go before they get there.
all right, here's the thing. I'm amending the bet a little bit. It's still on the table. Everything's still on the table.
It
However,
wasn't a bet, dude. You just made an offer.
all
one
right, an
day.
offer. I'm saying though, if this happens though, I'm coming with you. It's going to be me and you.
Deal's a deal.
Fine, deal's a deal. All right, fine.
Why don't you hit up Lil Mo Mozzarella? Ask him for the goods.
I seriously should. Little Mo Mozzarella gets to fly private to every fucking game.
Sure, you got the game last night.
I'm sure he was.
So I'm pissed.
All right, where are you? Still driving back from Buffalo?
No, I'm back in Poughkeepsie now. I'm at my parents' house.
Poughkeepsie, where you're from?
Yes, that is exactly where I'm from. Getting ready for Christmas.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, Vito's drunk on the podcast.
Is he then?
That's the kind of guys I got working with me. I got one guy who doesn't show up, and then one guy who's just fucking drunk at work.
Okay, Scrooge.
All right, damn, dude. All right, Poppy. So you've officially declined the buyout live on the show.
Absolutely. No, I'm in this thing.
Wow.
I'm psyched.
All right.
But I don't know though, because they said Josh Allen has a broken hand. So.
No, stop.
what?
Did they really say that?
Yeah, apparently he's been playing with it for a little while. So.
Dude, his hand did not look good last night. He couldn't even really get a grip on the ball.
Yeah, they said that post game he like banged his funny bone and it was like completely numb for like 15 minutes plus the temperature where you can't really feel your extremities that well anyways.
All right, dude. Well, I mean, if Josh Allen has a broken hand, I'm really feeling confident right now.
Dude,
I'm feeling so good.
Up at the 4 tickets.
You know what, dude? Yeah, dude. I'm gonna go on. Oh, so Vito said to up it to 4 tickets now. I'm up it to 4 tickets, private jet. No. Who's the backup? Oh, isn't it Tyrod Taylor?
No.
Who's the? I thought the Bills' backup was Tyrod, or maybe he's the backup for the Jets.
No. It's not Teddy fucking Bridgewater.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh, Trubisky from the Bears. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So is Josh Allen ruled out for next week? Or they haven't said that yet?
No. I think he's going to continue to play through it. I mean,
They said he's been playing with it all year.
Hopefully, bully, and then if the Chiefs don't lose this week, then they'll probably use the last week of the season as a bye week. So
Yeah, because what's as it stands right now, are they in first or the Chiefs are in first?
Chiefs are in first. Their only loss is to the Bills. So
Interesting.
I mean, they got to lose the next two. Bills got to win the next two. Then they have the tiebreaker. They'll have the same record. So.
But the top 2 AFC teams get a bye, right? Or just the top
yes.
one?
I think it's the top 2. I'm pretty sure.
So the Bills are in line for a bye right now.
Yeah. Who gets a bye? NFL. I'm like 90% sure it's those 2. Oh wait, no, it's the top. It's the top one. No, it's the top 2. Oh,
Okay.
No. It was the top 2. Now it's the top.
Dude,
one.
am I talking to your brother or you? Are you you're stimming out right now?
No. I had to recall for a second.
All right. I'll let you go. That was John Grady officially declining the Chrissy Chaos offer.
Yep, absolutely. But if I don't talk to you, Merry Christmas, brother.
Merry Christmas, Poppy. All right, man.
All right, adios.
Later,
Cheers.
dude. Later. John the Father Grady.
You almost got out of it.
Almost got out of it. I mean, if Josh Allen's hand is broken, though, we are so good. Let's hope Joe Rogan's show is out right now.
Well, we can just save that for the next episode because we should wrap this one up soon anyway.
Okay, let's wrap it up. And I'm going to tell you on the next week's episode all about Joe Rogan because it was, let me tell you, here's the thing with Joe Rogan is it's difficult to be in the moment, like in the chair doing it. Me and Hyenas had some swings at jokes. Like, dude, Hyenas made a Wagovi joke that like bombed so hard that like I had to bring it up and be like, that bombed hard. And then Joe was like, yeah, man. Yeah. and then I swung with a joke, like doing like a full Korean accent that like just bombed, like sweat dripping down my back. And Hyenas was like kicking me under the table, like dying laughing. Like we were bombing. But at the end, I said, Joe was like, I'm so happy to see History Hyenas back. Joe actually said, it was one of my favorite podcasts. I was like, oh, wow, thanks. And then and I said, you know what? We're happy to have it back. I said, anyone out there, you're listening to us on YouTube right now. We've been demonetized on YouTube. We don't know why. We're trying to fight. We only can have another chance to get reinstated come this February. So we have to stay within the lines and really kind of just be goody two-shoes and not give you the comedy that you deserve, because we want to get remonetized on YouTube. So if you want to see the comedy you deserve and us going absolutely wild as vintage History Hyenas, you got to go to patreon.com/History Hyenas. And Joe was like, now that's a great promo. He was like, that's going to make me sign up. And I was like, do it, Bubba. Do it, bitch.
So did you guys, we could just talk about Hyenas on this episode at this point. Did you, about Rogan on this episode, did you guys talk about like why you got back together?
No. So it was interesting. That's what we love about Joe Rogan and why he's just a G, is because he wasn't interested in that. He wasn't interested in what tell us what happened. He's not like, his show is not about drama. He's not Wendy Williams. He was like, I'm trying. He was like, he started just talking to us about history and all that. And then at the end, he just said, I'm just happy you guys are back. He didn't mention anything about the drama, that he's not interested in it. He's like above it, which we really respected. We did 3.5 hours with him. Not all we were doing was being funny, or trying to be funny and bombing, and we talked about all different kinds of things, man. It was like a vintage Joe Rogan episode. Joe Rogan really is the man. Like what is awesome about Joe is to get a guy in such a high position in comedy and just in the world who literally is like comic first. Like he is so pro comedian and so all about comedians and absolutely never forgot where he came from. So it's like, you don't meet many people like that. So like comedians that talk shit about Joe Rogan, it's just because they don't do a show and they don't know him. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's like, you don't know the guy. The guy is fantastic. I love you, Joe Rogan. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, my friend. You think I'm drunk? Cheers to you, baby. My kid's coming down the street. My girl, sometimes I'll say to Jazz, because I got 2 daughters, I'll just say to Jazz, she'll be like cooking. I'll say, you gonna give me my son. You gonna give me a son.
Wish everybody Merry Christmas and wrap up this episode.
Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy January 6th. Happy, we'll see you later. Hunter Biden.